I don't know, it just feels like marketing's not really working right now. If you've ever heard that in a sales meeting, you know the frustration. You're generating leads, you're building content, you're running campaigns, but the owner or the sales team isn't seeing the value. Not because the results aren't there, but because they're buried under gut feelings, disconnected data, and a lack of shared language. If this is familiar, this video is for you, the marketer. Whether you're in-house, part-time, or the owner wearing too many hats, we're going to show you how to walk into the sales and marketing meeting with the right numbers, the right framing, and the confidence to prove marketing's worth. Let's fix it together. First, let's define the problem. Sales is emotional. Remodeling is emotional. And when jobs feel slow or leads feel cold, it's easy for people to blame the nearest thing, marketing. It's the gut instinct. But gut instinct is not strategy. So your job is to anchor the conversation in fact. That means bringing the right metrics in the right order with the right narrative. So here's the blueprint. Number one, start with leads, but segment them. So don't just say, we brought in 42 leads. That's not super helpful. Say, we brought in 42 leads, 27 were qualified, 15 booked consultations, and 3 are in design now. And break them down by channel. Not all leads are equal, and this is your chance to show it. So here's an example. 18 leads from Google Ads, 12 from organic search, 7 from meta retargeting, and 5 from referrals. So that's a total of 42 leads. Now sales and ownership can see where volume is coming from and where to focus. Number 2, show cost per lead and cost per customer. So cost per lead is your warm-up stat, but cost per customer, that's the closer. Let's say you spent $4,200 this month and generated 35 leads. That's a cost per lead of $120. But don't stop there. If one of those turned into clients, your cost per customer is $4,200. Now, if you pair that with the job size, say you have an average project size of $120,000, gross margin of 35%, that's $42,000 in gross profit. When we compare that to $4,200 in ad spend, that's a 10x ROI. Not a guess, not a gut feeling, it's a math-backed, provable win. And if some of those leads are still in the pipeline, mention it. Hey, by the way, there are still 5 more leads in design that haven't closed yet. Now you're not just measuring closed deals, you're showing pipeline value. Okay, number 3, we want to highlight your cost to acquire a customer and your lifetime value compared to that. This is where you move from tactical to strategic. So your customer acquisition costs, CAC, is your total marketing spend divided by the customers acquired. Your lifetime value is your average revenue times your gross margin, and then we're going to compare the two. So say your cost to acquire is $4,200. Your average job size is $150,000 with a 35% margin. That's going to give you $52,500 in lifetime value. Now, when we look at the two, $52,500 divided by the $4,200 cost to acquire, we get a 12.5 to 1. Now that's not just sustainable, it's a green light to start scaling up. And if you're getting these numbers from some channels, but not others, bring that insight to the table. You can say something like, our lifetime value compared to the cost to acquire is 6 to 1 from organic, but it's only 2 to 1 from meta. So I'm thinking we shift some of our ad spend. Or you could say, let's rework our meta strategy and remeasure. Now you're not just defending marketing, you're leading with strategy. Okay, step number 4, we want to show where the best clients are coming from. So not all leads are created equal and neither are all clients. So pull the last 5 to 10 signed projects and trace the source. What channels brought in the biggest revenue, the smoothest sales, the fastest close, or the most gross margin? You'll often find that organic leads are the most educated. Google Ads are the most ready to buy. Referrals, that's a low effort close. And then Meta, they're usually colder but workable with some follow-up. So instead of saying, we want more leads, you can say, we want more high margin, fast close leads, and here's where they're coming from. As a bonus, use the names and real deals. So in the meeting, you could say something like, the $290,000 whole home project in Fairfax? Oh, that one came from organic. Or, oh, the $82,000 kitchen in Raleigh? That was from Google Ads. That $400,000 project that we're about to close, it started from a blog page that we wrote 6 months ago. You're making marketing real, not theoretical. All right, number 5, we want to translate numbers into action. So don't end with data, end with direction. Come to the meeting with one clear recommendation. Something like this: hey, based on our cost per lead, our cost to acquire a customer, and our lifetime value, I recommend we shift $2,000 from Meta to Google Ads this month. It's bringing in better fit clients with a higher ROI. Or you could say something like this: I'd like to double down on blog content around editions. It's pulling in high margin leads and AI is starting to quote those pages. Now you're not asking for validation, you're presenting a business case. And that's the difference between reporting and leading. As a final thought, you're not just a marketer, you're a revenue driver. But in a remodeling company, it's easy to get steamrolled by feelings. The owner feels like it's slow. Sales feels stuck. The team feels like leads are worse. When that happens, you don't push back emotionally, you anchor them in math. You show the source breakdown. You walk through cost per lead, cost to acquire a customer. You show how pipeline maps to gross profit, and you point to the real jobs that are on the board. And when you do that consistently, you stop defending marketing, you start driving decisions. So next time someone says, it just doesn't feel like it's working, you'll say, let me show you exactly how it is. We'll see you next time here on Builder Funnel TV.